The great United States of America has been in chaos ever since the emergence of D2, an invasive species originated from a black meteorite that fell to Earth. A public decree bans citizens from playing any melody to prevent further casualties caused by the D2's hatred for music. Even now, in 2047, their prohibition is still in effect. Humanity's only form of defense against the D2s are music cats, young women representing piece of classical music, and the conductors that are controlling them. Taki Ashino, an aloof piano prodigy, finds himself transformed to a conductor following a spontaneous D2 attack. The same incident killed Anna Schwarzer, a younger sister, Cosette, and brings Taka into contact with his music cat, Destiny. Searching for a means of stabilizing the pact between themselves, Taka and Destiny, alongside Anna, embark on a perilous journey to the symphony headquarters in New York City. Taka is in a hurry to reach the city so that he can play the piano again, even though his passion attracts the creatures that he comes to despise. Meanwhile, Destiny's sense of duty drags the group in trouble along the way, with D2 infested past and many more obstacles already ahead of them. Will the trio make it to New York City in one piece? Destiny Opic Destiny is a mixed media project centered around classical music, created by Bana Nake Arts and DNA. Under the same umbrella, Japanese RPG for smartphones developed by Game Studio. The game titled Taka OP Ume wa Akari Sento no Makiro was made available for pre-registration in March 2021 and expected to be released by the end of the same calendar year. This anime has about 12 episodes, premiered October 6, 2021 to December 22nd, 2021. Based off action and fantasy for the genre, theme is music. Each episode is 20 minutes per episode and rated PG-13. Now let's get started into the review. I will say, if y'all are a fan of classical music, like I am, I used to listen to classical music when I was driving in high school and I played on the radio, but this anime, even though it's based off a game, and I've never seen the gameplay for this game before, but it's really good. I love the music that is being played in this anime. I loved it so much. And maybe I'm just a sucker for classical music because it's just how I am. But I really liked it. And besides the girls transforming into pieces based on classical music, I think that brings out the vibrancy of the conductors and who are kind of conducting them to the music they're playing while they're battling these creatures. And I think overall, for me personally, I kind of like that. Besides, how Taka and now Destiny kind of meet, it's kind of tragic. But I think overall, between the 2D and 3D artwork that's combined into this, I liked it. I know short people might not like it, have like this, but in the first episodes, we're given this bright, beautiful orchestra and music and colors that are all combined in this flashy composure of an anime. And overall, with the music being played while, our main protagonist and his adversaries and allies fight these fictional enemies that really can't music, and then what kind of brings us humans to joy when we hear a beautiful melody being played, these creatures known as 2D, and then having the conductor and music be the two to fight against these creatures kind of interesting, especially when the story follows, Taka and Destiny, and look how stunning she is. I would love to cosplay that. So that is stunning within itself. The outfit, it's stunning, and to have her weapon design between a sword and a gun is stunning. And poor Taka, he is a piano prodigy, and look how far that has got him being forced to become a conductor. But he still has that passion to play the piano that his father once did. I think overall why I fell in love with it because of these two different characters. They have very different personalities. When we first meet Taka and Cosette, we're shown how they grew up together. And then also the big sister Anna, who was a part of this too, who is, these three are our allies per se. And with these trios to make a difference, we're trying to get to New York City to fix this pact that Taka and Destiny and someone created. And you kind of see how their relationship kind of goes from personal to professional when they're both having to get a job done when it calls for it. And of course, this duo just has some issues that they need to work on along the way. Taka takes music perhaps too seriously. And, he'll kind of be viewed as antisocial when it comes to that and act towards anything but music. And then for Cosette, I feel like, she's really really honest to Taka. And then when she's later, named as Destiny, I think it could also say between for that chemistry between these two that they're on just two different emotional spectrums on the forefront, especially when everything seems to work like clockwork. I feel like every episode that has them fight 2Ds in the story that revolves around that same premise, and also give an occasional backstory between characters we're slowly introduced to versus those that we are not. We see a lot of music on screen, but we don't see what their powers do, which I kind of thought was very interesting. As far as character development is involved, it's really limited because the show only focuses primarily on these two main characters and the side characters that we are shown for a little bit, but we're not going too far into their details like the very end. We see their backstory and it kind of makes sense to tie into the end of it. But I feel like overall, when they haven't, because they talk to people, she's more has like robotic tone, she's more sharp, she's slowly getting like human humor and the way it responds and the appetites for sweets all the time. But I feel like the way it ended, I feel like we should be given like another season because there's so many unanswered answers that we got to the end. It kind of begs the question, wanting more and how it came to be, especially for Takt and Destiny's friendship and bond of times, the partnership. You know, you kind of feel like there's something more behind the scenes beside that. And also along Anna, she feels like more like a main supporting character than the girl that's stuck between the two of them trying to survive this madness of D2 craziness. And then her kindness kind of like pulls through as well. Because I think overall the chemistry between these characters goes from stable to best at most. And then, you know, I feel like with talk about Destiny that besides like the visual comparison of this anime, which is very stunning, and the music that is placed in there, especially with the 2D character that inspires a sense of fear with your monstrous look and the impact of their action to destroy any music as possible. I think it's something very intriguing that this anime has done very well, and it's captured my attention for more, which I hope they bring out more of because I can't wait to see how they come back from the cliffhanger if they do, if they intend to give us another season. But if not, you know, hopefully the game will probably give some unanswered questions, or if there's a manga to it, maybe the manga will answer some advanced questions that I have for this anime. But it was definitely stunning. If you love classical music, then definitely check this out. And just check out this anime. It's visually stunning and appealing, and I just love the sound of it. And it was just one of the best animes that I've watched so far that has music inclined to incorporate classical music into their fight scene setting. But definitely check it out for yourself if you haven't already. Till then, bye.